Your best should never be your last. And the moment when you start thinking like my best is already in the past, that's the moment that you stop trying. And that's when it becomes dangerous, because when you stop trying and when you don't have to prove yourself, you say to yourself like I've already proved myself. And in that case, then you don't even try. It doesn't feel like quitting. And the thing is, it doesn't feel like you gave up on yourself. And the thing is, you start thinking like, hey, I've already proved myself. I don't need to try, or I don't have to prove myself to myself again. And then therefore, that's when it becomes dangerous. And because the moment you start doing that, that's when you start shrinking. Well, here's what most don't realize is that your best moment, that is not proof of who you are or what you are. It's just proof of what you're capable of. However, most people identify with that one good moment, that, and they build an identity with that, and then therefore they started, that's the thing, is they started protecting it instead of getting past that. And then you kind of reflect and you say, I was disciplined and I was more focused, and I was unstoppable. And then in that moment, you put your best in the past. And when you do that, you stop like building for your future. How does this actually happen? It happens not because people are weak, it's just because they got comfortable with the fact that whatever they've done in their past, and they're most proud of that, and then they let that carry on the legacy. Therefore they stop growing and paying attention to the future. And this is when you chase memories instead of build the future. The scary part is that it happens slowly without you even realizing that. You skip one day, and then you skip another, and then you start telling yourself, hey, I'm already know what I'm capable of, so I don't even need to try. I don't need to put on my best. Therefore, you stop becoming stronger right now. And it's not louder and it's not faster, just deeper. Stronger discipline, stronger mindset, and stronger identity. Because real confidence doesn't come from a peak moment. It comes from I can rebuild myself anytime I need to. Why most people get stuck for years, not because they failed, because they emotionally retired, and then they're living their best in the past and not actually functioning in the right now, which is what really matters. And this is how you bring your best to becoming alive. Life doesn't reward your best moment, it rewards that you keep evolving. And the people that win like long term, they refuse to believe that their best is in the past, and continue to work on and building the best that is right now and into the future. They don't protect their past. What they do is they destroy that and build something stronger for the future. There was a time where I thought I already had my best version of myself, and then I was more confident and more disciplined and more focused. And then instead of growing from that version, I started protecting it, and then that's when it peaked. Therefore, I didn't evolve, and then I started losing my strength instead. The moment I stopped trying to protect that past version of myself, that's when actually the real growth started to happen. I started building a version of myself that was much stronger than I ever was, and that's when everything changed. And I stopped asking what was my best, and instead started asking how much stronger can I become. And I really get your best should never be your last. And those people that are winning in life are not just protecting that one moment that they've done their best. They continually to beat that, and that's when you grow stronger and become better. So my friend, are you beating your best? They're the one who refuses for this story to end early, and so therefore they beat their last performance, and they don't protect their past version. They evolve from it and they beat that.